Good evening. I've reached out to the board numerous times since before our last meeting here last month, and I got a second my fellow parents' motions that I'm disgusted that there's not more Jackson parents here right now. Honestly, I think they just quit. There's nothing any of you can do to make me quit. I will be your worst nightmare, because what you're doing is illegal. You're upholding an illegal law. It goes against the Constitution, therefore it's moot. There is no reason for upholding it. The only reason you're doing it is because you're afraid of Governor Murphy. I'm not. I know he watches these. I dare you to come and talk to me. What you're doing is despicable. These children are suffering. They're being deprived of oxygen. They're coming home so tired, they don't even want to eat dinner. They just want to go to sleep. But yet I'm sitting here and I'm looking at board members with no masks on. You're going to force them on my kid? It's disgusting. I've sent some emails and I've been a little harsh. Most of it I meant. Some of it I was just pissed off. I listened to this nonsense coming out of your mouths. You're going to uphold an illegal order. I want to ask all of you, you took an oath? Uphold the Constitution? You're not doing that. And if you don't do that, you vacated your seat. You all should get up and leave because you've not fulfilled your oath. You need to be removed. I've contacted the Ocean County Sheriff. I'm looking at him possibly filing criminal charges for the crime of official deprivation of civil rights. Do some homework. I've sent you guys a lot of information. I sent something out this morning that if you read 10% of it, you would know that this is all nonsense. And like that young lady said, the only reason you're doing it is for money. You're afraid of the governor. The governor's a tyrant, I get it. I'm not afraid of him. Ask, I'll stand up to him. Let him come here and try to arrest me. He doesn't have enough muscle to do that. There's some tough-looking guys in this room. I still don't fear them. I don't understand why you do. You represent us. You guys held a pandemic response meeting. You excluded parents. In my Oprah request, the answer I got said, principals and administrators are parents. Who gave you the right to exclude me and replace me with an administrator who's under your direction, that's intimidated by your responses? You were supposed to include students. You said that the administrators were speaking on their behalf. I wonder how many of those kids would be okay with their results. You were speaking on their behalf by ordering that they be masked? No one gave you the right to exclude me and replace me with an administrator who's under your direction, that's intimidated by your responses. You were supposed to include students. You said that the administrators were speaking on their behalf. I wonder how many of those kids would be okay with their results. You were speaking on their behalf by ordering that they be masked? No one gave you the right to exclude us. You work for us. You need to understand that, or you need to get out and be replaced with people that will actually stand up for us. I'm not going to tolerate it. You talk about this Road Forward program, same thing. We weren't able to participate in any of it. You put out a survey, 75% of the respondents disapproved of masks. You ignored them. What's it going to take to get you guys to stand up? Nobody wants to hear the nonsense anymore. If you're corrupted by money, leave. Somebody will sit in your seat and do the right thing by us at some point. There's two of you on this board that I haven't come to a conclusion yet as to whether or not I can trust. I'm still trying to figure that out. The rest of you, I find you to be completely useless. You don't have the guts to stand up to a tyrant. You don't have the honor to fulfill your oath that you put your hand up to and you swore to God. What does that mean anymore? You swear to God? It's disgusting. I want to know if any of you are familiar with your code of ethics.
1 minute.
If you've ever bothered to read them. One says, I will uphold all laws. Changes only through legal and ethical procedures. Did anybody change the laws of the Constitution? Anybody empower you to ignore them? I will confine my board action to policy making. I will help frame policies and plans only after the board has consulted these who will be affected by them. You kept us out of the meetings. You violated that part too. I will refuse to surrender my independent judgment to special interest or partisan political groups. You kowtow to Governor Murphy because you're afraid he's going to take your money or he says he's going to lock you up. He's not going to lock anybody up. The guy's a coward. He's running commercials about murdering babies to try to get reelected because it's the only thing he's got. He wants to kill our kids in school, he wants to mass 2-year-olds against their will, and he wants to murder babies. And this is the guy that you kowtow to?